paid by the employer to his employee to meet the rental expenses that he made during the previous year. So considering the taxability and considering the exemption part, there are three conditions. As per Rule 2A, it provides that least of the three values are exempted from tax. The first point is the actual HRA received. Second point is the rent paid in excess of 10% of salary due to him during the relevant period. And the third point is if the accommodation is in Delhi, Mumbai, Calcutta or in Chennai, 50% of salary. In any other place, 40% of salary. Least of the three shall be deducted from the actual HRA received. That is equal to the taxable HRA. So to compute the taxable HRA, first you take the actual HRA received, from which you have to apply Rule 2A. Rule 2A provides that three conditions. Condition 1 is the actual HRA received. Condition 2 is the rent paid in excess of 10% of salary during the period. Then third point is if the accommodation is in place where Delhi, Mumbai, Calcutta or in Chennai, 50% of salary. In any other place, 40% of salary. Out of these three, whichever is lower shall be deductible from the actual HRA received. That will be the taxable HRA. Here, for computation of this salary, computation of the meaning of salary, basic will be taken, commission on the basis of turnover, a fixed percentage if allocated, that will be taken, along with the dearness allowances will be taken if it is considered for the retirement benefit. If the dearness allowances is not considered for the retirement benefit, then that will not be considered or that will not be added with the salary. All other allowances, perquisites or any other benefits will not be taken for consideration of the meaning of salary. Suppose if the rent paid during the previous year exceeds 1 lakh rupee, the employee has to collect the PAN number of the landlord and it has to be submitted to the employer. Then only he will be eligible to get this exemption. So these are the conditions for computation of house rent allowances. Let us practice one question. Here the HRA received is 2,100, 600 and 1,050. Let us compute to what extent it will be exempted. So the rule says to the extent of the least of the following shall be exempted. Computation of taxable HRA. HRA received. $2,100, $600 and $1,050. Less least of the following. 1. Actual HRA received. That is 2,100, 600, 1,050. Second is rent paid in excess of 10% of salary. Here the first case salary is 18,000. So 10% is equal to 1,800 and rent paid is 1,500. Therefore the excess is equal to nil. So this 1,800 is more and 1,500 only paid. So the excess is nil. Second case, salary is 12,000, 10%, 1,200, rent paid is equal to 1,920. So the excess is 720. 1,920 minus 1,200 is equal to 720. Third is 6,000 into 10% equals 600. Rent paid is 750. So the excess is equal to, in this case, the excess is equal to 750 minus 600 is 150. Now, the accommodation in Kochi. So that 40% of salary. So first case, 18,000 into 40%. Second case, 12,000 into 40%. Third case is 6,000 into 40%. 7,200, 4,800, 2,400. 7,200, 4,800, 2,400. Among the three values, least shall be exempted. So in this case, this is the least one, and in this case, this is the least one. In this case, this is the least one. So taxable HRA is equal to, in this case, HRA received is 2,100 and nil is exempted, so taxable is 2,100. Here HRA received is 600 and exemption is 600, so nil is taxable. Here HRA received is 1,050 and exemption is 150, so that taxable is 900. So this is the answer. So this rule 2A is applicable for employees who is living in rented house. If an assessee who is living in his own house, he will not be eligible for getting the concession according to rule 2A for house rent allowances. So in this example, this HRA received is 2,100 and among these three, the least is nil, so that the least is deducted, so that 2,100 taxable. But here in the second case, the least is 600 and HRA received is 600, so that nil to be taxed. Here in this last case, 1,050 is the HRA received and least value is 150, so that the taxable portion is 1,050 minus 150 is equal to 950. Hope this is clear. So let us work out another problem in the next video. If this video is useful, please share it across to the students community. And if you have any comments or requirements or support required with respect to the computation of tax liability, please leave it in the comment box. Thank you very much for watching.